back to keto. My friends call me Jelly, and this is the journey of how I've lost weight on a ketogenic diet. So far, I lost 177 pounds. If I could count the water weight I have lost and gained over the last 2 years, it would probably be closer to 300 and something pounds. It is insane, especially the last 2 months. Every time I get into the 191s, my weight shoots back up 4 to 5 pounds within 2 days every time. It does not want to go below that. But yeah, so starting this video, I actually was going to skip today and take a day off, but I've changed my mind because I'm in the process of making a new before and after video and was trying on some clothes for some pictures. And what I'm wearing right now, I probably wouldn't wear in public. My boobs have gotten too small to hold it upright. But I wanted to show y'all one of the things I bought 2 years ago that I absolutely loved what it looked like, but I could never imagine actually being able to fit it. It looked so tiny to me compared to my other clothes. You gotta imagine. I was in a 5X, which I should have brought one of them in here with me just now. But I mean, it's like a sheet. 5X is like a sheet, literally. If you can imagine a beach towel, okay, one of the biggest beach towels you can find is what I always showered with. And when I closed it, it had a slit all the way down the side. I always had to make sure it was on the side. So imagine the biggest beach towel that you can buy, and I probably have some still that I could show y'all later. And it's still having this gap on the side all the way down. That's how big I was, okay? Twin sheets barely would cover me. Like, I'm not joking. So, to see this cute little romper outfit, that was a size large. And here I am in 5X. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to wear it. But my mom told me, well, it's a good thing to get some goal outfits. You might be able to one day. So, they were all on clearance. So I bought tons of dresses, all different sizes, rompers, and I do have one major goal outfit. That's a cute little dress that I know I have to lose way more weight to still get into. It was my end goal dress, and I can't wait to get into it one day. But this was I knew I would never fit this outfit. But I was wrong. I have lost so much boobs, I can't wear it in public. It can't hold up. So, let me show you it. It's a little romper. It's a large. And it's a junior large. Not, I wear junior clothes only. I don't like women's clothes. They're too old looking for me. I just can't. I don't care if I'm 41. I prefer the junior styles. And it's a Sears one. And it's the Sears Junior BOGO or whatever, which runs smaller than normal sizes. So I never thought I would be able to get into this sucker in a billion years. So I was so excited, I decided I was coming to make a video today, even though I haven't even brushed my hair yet. I haven't put any makeup on it. I did a lot of rearranging in my house. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't eaten yet. I'm still nursing my first collagen coffee. I am getting very hungry, but I don't like my weight going up every single day, and I think it went up today. I didn't actually weigh because I felt like it went up. Since I haven't really eaten, I might weigh, I'm not sure, but I'm going to weigh tomorrow. I decided I needed a break. I thought I needed a break from making videos and a break from weighing myself because as the scale climbs up higher and higher, for no reason in my mind. Like, I have stayed under my carbs and everything. It frustrates me. It frustrates me that I can't be a normal, everyday, ketogenic person who stays in their macros and then loses weight. But my body isn't like that. I can't always stay in macros and lose weight. I have to go way, 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 way under. So I'm still thinking it's allergy season right now, and I did have a lot of nut products lately, so I think it's put some inflammation on me. So, because I do feel pain, I feel tired, I feel stopped up, my throat is hurting, so it could just be from that reason alone. And my sleep is all crazy because I don't feel good. So hopefully I will start going down soon. I need to start tracking again. I have not tracked since the beginning of July. I decided to take the summer off of tracking. But it's now September. Summer is over. It's time to get serious again. But sometimes when you are so, like, before, for 2 months straight, I was ketovore and only eating salt and pepper and no food from a drive-thru or a restaurant at all. If I didn't cook it, it didn't get eaten. No can, no box, no nothing. And that kind of got exhausting to me. A lot of people can do it for the rest of their life, but I cannot. I need flavors. I need fast sometimes. I need convenience. So I can't do that kind again. Maybe for a couple weeks at a time. I will try that again because I really want to get into the 180s. So I'll give it one more week of doing what I do and cutting out all those extra keto snacks that has tons of almond flours, tons of peanuts and stuff like that. I'm cutting that all out. I'm cutting all the syrups out of my coffees. I've already done that today and yesterday. So we will see. Because I want to be able to eat more foods. I want to be able to try new things and not always keep gaining. I want to eat the keto stuff everyone else does. I know when I get to my goal weight, I'm pretty good at maintaining or staying around 5 different pounds. I'm really good at that part. It's the losing that I keep having to adjust so I can lose again. So we will see. But I am really excited about this little outfit. I probably still wouldn't wear it in public because it is a romper shorts. So I still have thighs down here that would, like, I don't know, girls with thighs would know what I'm talking about right now. And I'm not talking about the rubbing. I'm talking about it turning itself into underwear when you're walking. Because your thighs are so big, it's pulling it up and become underwear. So, other than jean shorts, I really can't wear shorts out in public because every one of them turn into underwear. Yeah, it's a thigh problem. When you got big thighs, even though my thighs are a billion times smaller than they used to be, literally, yeah, still turns into underwear. So, probably too much information, but I'm sure y'all got some big thighs on here watching me, so you know the problem. You know your clothes rub together and you have to throw them away over time because they get holes. You know if you don't wear shorts usually, especially now I can wear shorts, I can wear nothing and I don't rub together and bleed, chase, cause horrible sores. But before, I never ever went without pants on, especially leggings, to keep my legs from having issues. Not even in my own house because they would have issues from being so big and fat. So yeah, and I can say that because I had big fat legs. So I can say all the negative words that people don't want people saying because I've been there, done that. And I've moved away from that thanks to keto. I've tried Weight Watchers. I tried everything you can imagine. A soup diet, a vanilla ice cream diet, air diet, so many things. Nothing ever worked until keto. I will admit, when I was 18, the Richard Simmons diet did work for me. He had these kind of cards and you ate what was on the card and you put the card in the slot so it tracked for you. So you didn't track macros. You just got to choose different cards, put them in the slots for the day, and that's what you ate. So it was like a no-brainer, especially for an 18-year-old, and you had to do his video every single day. And I lost tons of weight on that, but it wasn't sustainable. I couldn't do the video every day. I couldn't just eat the foods that were on those cards. You had a meat area, a veggie area, a dessert area type deal, and you picked what was up. You got one from each thing for different meals, and you stuck them together, and that was your day of tracking. But yeah, no, I couldn't live that way. So I gained a lot more weight. But it did work for the time. But since it wasn't sustainable and wasn't something I could do lifetime, I gained more weight than I started after I stopped. So, at least with keto, it is sustainable. I know if I go off for a few days and gain some water weight, it's a diet and way of eating that I like. So I can go right back to it. So that's the good thing about keto. It's something that I am more than willing to do for a lifetime because I don't need the carbs. And at the goal, I won't need the app because I haven't used it all summer and I'm basically the same weight. I just get plateaued and stalled. And once you get to your goal weight, you don't have to worry about losing weight. You just have to worry about not gaining too much and not losing too much, because that's a tricky part when you get to your goal. If you're someone who never ever cheats on keto and you lose really good, well, you're gonna have to adjust some macros, or otherwise you're gonna keep losing and go way below your goal weight. So that's not an issue I have. But I'm going to let y'all go right now, go finish my slide. And yeah, the last slide I did was about 3 months ago, and there's only been a 4-pound weight difference. However, in those pictures and the pictures now from 3 months, that might be only a 4-pound weight difference, but there's a huge body difference, a huge size difference when I was in extra larges and 1X around that time frame 3 months ago, and now I can get into mediums, and I wear large, not extra large anything anymore. So those 4 pounds wasn't the only fat I lost. It's also fat turned to muscle somewhere on my body because everything's tighter, not as loose, not as icky and mushy. So, and I think that's from being in Hawaii and 13 to 18,000 steps a day, climbing over walls, doing all kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, sometimes it's not about the pounds on the scale. Like Princess Ninja says she hasn't lost a lot of weight, and if you go look at the befores to now, there is a giant difference. So sometimes it's not about the pounds, people. That I cannot stress that enough, because it took me a long time to understand that it's okay that right now my weight says a little more, but I'm still fitting my clothes just fine, so that's what matters. So that's a hard thing to wrap your mind around, because everyone's like, how much do you weigh? How much have you lost? No one's like, what size do you wear? How many inches? Like, everyone's always worried about the actual scale number. I do have to weigh myself every day, and it's for the purpose is the food messing with me. And also I like science stuff, and to me, if I'm not weighing myself every day, I can't figure out what's going on. So it doesn't, I've learned that that number doesn't stress me out anymore, because I've learned what those numbers actually mean. I learned that it's not telling you about your, because I have a scale that says about your body mass and your muscle mass and blah 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 and how much water you got on it, and it always shows something great, even when it's a high number on weight. It will tell me my water weight's too high, or, you know, I've gained some muscles, but we don't know how accurate those things are, so I don't really pay attention to any of those in case it ever has bad numbers, because I really don't believe those kind of things are that accurate. You're just standing on a scale and it's telling you all that information. No, when they hold you on this funky machine and dunk you in some water and they measure you that way, now that is more accurate. But I'm gonna let y'all go like I was going to a minute ago. Still can't figure this out. I had it right the first day, and now I can't figure out, like, every time I push the button, the way it says to push it, it flips it over instead. Still, I don't know if it's a new software update or if I'm just too blind to use it. But I will talk to y'all in just a little bit, and I will show y'all what I'm going to eat, because I have no clue. And it is 4:20, and I am starving, and no clue what I'm going to eat at all yet. Maybe just another hamburger. I don't know. I really like them, but I'm worried I'm getting too many calories, and that's also causing my weight issues. Maybe I'll just make me some more of those pancake things I make with that pancake mix, because I know it does have nuts, but I'm only going to use like 2 tablespoons. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to go weigh, even though I've been up for hours, because even if you don't eat and you're up for hours moving around, your weight will go up a pound or 2. So I won't freak out what the scale says, but I think I kind of want a general idea compared to yesterday, what the scale says. So, and then I'll decide what I'm going to eat. But I will be back with y'all in just a little bit. Okay, I'm about to try another whole chicken in my new Ninja Foodie. We first will do 22 minutes in the pressure cooker, let it release for 5 minutes, and then we're going to put 10 minutes on the air fryer to crisp it up, and we'll see how it turns out. Last time I lost track and I released it for 44 minutes, so it dried it out some, but I still ate it. These are what I used as ingredients. I used a 1/4 cup of the apple cider vinegar with a 1/4 cup of water poured down into the base so it'll make a steam stuff. Okay, as I was saying before my baby called and interrupted me, I used about a 1/2 cup of this, no, 1/4 cup of this, and oh crap, hold on. Okay, he's called me again. This is the 4th time trying to make this video. So I've used a 1/4 cup of this and a 1/4 cup of water and put it at the bottom of the Ninja. Then I have Kate put all this in a bowl together and made a rub. So this is what it looks like again. Bam, because I've recorded this a million times and it's broken to pieces. So now we are going to turn it on, go to the pressure cooker button, we're going to add to 22 minutes, and make sure the vent is closed back here. And then it's going to build pressure and cook. It takes a lot longer than 22 minutes because it's got to build its pressure. And then we're going to do a 5-minute natural release. And then we're going to release it ourselves after the 5 minutes. And not overcook it this time. And then we will move on to the next step. I will show you the next one. Okay, so we are releasing the pressure so we can use the air fryer part. I don't know if y'all can see the pressure coming out of the holes of my little minion. It's to save my counter or cabinet because it used to just blow straight up and make it horrible and it's destroying it. So I found this cool little thing for like, I think $11, which is well worth it. So once this is completely vented and there's no pressure left, we will open it, because before I opened an Instant Pot with pressure in it, not knowing better, and got 3rd-degree burns over my whole entire stomach that took months to heal. Oh, it sounds like it's almost done. Let's see. Nope, not ready. So, you know it's done releasing pressure because you can barely put anything on this like this, and it spins. If you have to put any kind of pressure at all, don't open it. It will blow up to the ceiling and get you as well. So, we're done with the pressure lid. Oh, it's looking so good. Oh, looks yummy. This is when you would put your butters or coconut oils or anything on it that you want. But I don't want to. We're just going to crisp it up. So, we're laying our crisper lid down. I think I need to restart it. We're doing crisp. We're doing, oh, we got to do 400. Then we're going down to 10 minutes. And start. Okay, this is what it turned out to look like. I should have put some kind of coconut oil or something on it because it did dry it out from the looks of it. Hopefully it still tastes fine. I will let y'all know when I go to eat it. Okay, so I decided to take one of the chicken breasts and cut a lot of the meat off, and to make me some more of my little pancake stuff that I've been making lately. So I only used 2 eggs this time because I didn't want as many. And it's kind of like chicken and waffles, but it's pancake and chicken. So I can't wait to eat it. It's 7:30 at night, and this will be my first meal of the day, and I've still only had 1 collagen coffee. Okay, so this is what I have left, and I am full. I probably should have made my little pancake light stuff because I'm in love with them and addicted to them, and that's all I want to eat. The chicken tastes bland, and even though I put syrup on it too, it just, I don't know. I'm totally in love with the pancake things. I really, really hope the pancake stuff is not going to affect my weight because I missed having pancake-like items. Okay, so this will be the ending to my video. Y'all saw what I ate. So far, I'm still not hungry. I might have a coffee though. I haven't really drank much today at all. 1 Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, and 1 collagen coffee, and that's all I've eaten today as well. Just not, I don't know, at 4 I was starving, then after I finally ate around 7 something, I just wasn't that hungry after all. But I wanted to show y'all something. I didn't grab a towel or anything to show you what I was talking about, but I'm going to show you something that I still wear in my house when I'm cold, because it's comfortable. And I used to couldn't fit it because it used to be too small and I couldn't zip it up. So this will give you an example of how big I really was. So it used to be too small. Okay. I couldn't zip it before. Like, it was like this. Like, this much of it was still unzipped. And yeah, I could probably stretch it from one end of a twin size bed to the other, literally. But it's big, it's keeps me nice and warm, it's very comfortable. So I kept it. I kept things like this to lounge around in and to remind me how far I really come. And it's extremely comfortable. I was not giving up this jacket. I don't wear it in public, of course, because it looks like, I don't know. But it could be worn as a dress. I guess it could be worn as a big giant dress. I pushed the button somehow and didn't even know it and stopped recording. But it's crazy comfortable. So, like I said, sometimes the number on the scale doesn't matter. It's the sizes that truly matter. I just did a before and after video. It's probably will post before this one. So if y'all want to go see my newest befores and afters, it's about 2 minutes long. I tried to zoom it up as fast as possible, so hopefully I didn't go too fast in it. But I decided, since it had been 3 months, the weight might have only changed 4 pounds since my last one, but the actual structure of my body has changed so drastically that it was time for a new one. And I want to do one every 10, 15 pounds, or every time I go down a size, like a drastic size amount. But we will see. I am going to be doing a very special video in a few days because it'll be 2 years keto. So that's one reason I did the before and after, because it's in, what, I think 2 days from now, it's 2 years keto. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any other food tonight at all. I'm just going to have a coffee. So we will see what my weight weighs tomorrow. I will get on the scale tomorrow. I chickened out and decided not to today because I don't want to get upset. It's just a number on a scale, but knowing me, I'll see the number and be like, what caused it? And then start thinking too much. And it could just be my body trying to adjust everything. So I'm trying to give my body some time to be back home, and maybe it's from doing all this cleaning and stuff. I am putting in the steps and the movements on all this cleaning, and we all know when I exercise, I gain weight. So we will see, but I will see y'all tomorrow, and I hope y'all enjoy this video and the other one that's only about 2 minutes long, the before and after.